Here we are, standing in an empty room. All of lights masquerading sweet perfume. Once again, I hear nothing but the sound of you as the night turns into indigo blue. Slowly now, as we dance under the light of the moon, mesmerized by the sound of summer in June, and we're caught in the shadow of angelical tune as the night becomes an amber hue. And here we are again, where emotions never end. We wanna be, we wanna be, we wanna be, we wanna be, we wanna be lost in love all over again. Lost in love all over. Close our eyes, see visions of me and you. Here and now, magical deja vu, and our hearts silently capturing too, and the light illuminating you. And here we are again, where emotions never end. We wanna be, we wanna be, we wanna be, we wanna be, we wanna be lost in love all over again. We wanna be, we wanna, oh, we wanna be, we wanna be, we wanna be lost in love all over. We wanna be in love, back to where we wanna be, somewhere there's a way to be. So lost in love, lost in love, lost in love. And here we are again, where emotions never end. We wanna be, we wanna be, we wanna be, we wanna be, we wanna be lost in love all over again. We wanna be, we wanna, oh, we wanna be, we wanna be, we wanna be lost in love all over again. Love all over. Here we are again, where emotions never end. We wanna be, we wanna be, we wanna be, we wanna be, we wanna be lost in love all over. We wanna be all over. We wanna be, we wanna, oh, we wanna be, we wanna be lost in love all over. We wanna be lost in love all over. GFN, Global Filipino Network. VILMA, live in LA, Season 3, Episode 7. VILMA, everyone, and welcome to VILMA Live in LA, episode 7, right here on the GFN channel. Wow, amazing, amazing. Okay, so tonight's show, well, we have Jayme Woj, who actually stopped by in the studio because he's in LA filming. So what a sweetheart. He just came in to say hi. And our featured artist, we are zooming over to Dusseldorf, Germany. We have an accomplished stage actor. He is very popular. He is just a wonderful, beautiful human being. So we have ROMEO SALAZAR later, but just listen to him. He's amazing. And we also have all of our friends out there. We get to say hi to you every week. I love you guys. So hi to our friends there in Vancouver, in Toronto, also Manila, and all over the Philippines. We have friends in Hong Kong, Malaysia, Singapore, and of course California, Chicago. We've got our friends in Australia, New York, where else? All over. Well, I'm saying hi to you. And best of all, we love chatting away with you guys. So yeah, send all your hearts, your smileys, your claps, and just even saying hi to one another. This is the show just for you. Oh yeah, I get to sing a little song for you later. So that and much, much more right here on the GFN channel.
Jayme Woj, VILMA, live in LA.
And hi to Jayme Woj. Thanks for dropping by. Say hi.
Hi, it's Jayme Woj. I'm here in LA. I'm visiting VILMA. I'm filming a new short film that was actually supposed to film before the pandemic started. And we're finally getting around to it. It's called Technicolor. It's kind of matrixy. It's about Instagram and these people who find a way to upload themselves into Instagram so they can take vacations in the world that other people have, the fake worlds other people have created with all their retouched photos and retouched videos. So it's high concept and pretty interesting. We're filming 3 days this week, so I decided to come in early and stop by and visit VILMA. Jayme Woj, VILMA, live in LA.
Thank you, Jayme, and so excited to watch your film. As soon as it's done, I'm gonna be right there. And in a little while, we have ROMEO SALAZAR. We are zooming over to Dusseldorf, Germany, the accomplished stage actor and the beautiful person. So we have that coming up.
I got into the business purely by accident. Well, I don't know if it's accident or fate, because I wasn't really a trained professional singer, dancer, and actor. I actually started commercial dancing. I was a dancer in VILMA.
Oh,
quite a popular.
That's
how I got started.
GFN Global Filipino Network. Our featured artist, ROMEO SALAZAR, an established stage actor from West End to Germany to Europe to all over the world. We're going to be speaking to him tonight on VILMA Live in LA. Okay, welcome to VILMA Live in LA, and tonight we are zooming over to Dusseldorf. This is such a pleasure to have someone in the studio who has so much experience, stage, acting, singing, and we would love to say hi to ROMEO SALAZAR. Hi, ROMEO!
Hi, Vilma. Hi, guys.
Wow, this is amazing, and I'm really so happy and honored again to have you on our show. Okay, so let's get rolling and let people know, how you got started in the industry, your stage presence, and all that.
Okay, actually, I have a degree in philosophy and letters, literature. I studied in San Beda College in Manila. I got into the business purely by accident. Well, I don't know if it's accident or fate because I wasn't really a trained professional singer, dancer, and actor. I actually started commercial dancing. I was a dancer in VILMA, and
Oh,
that's quite a
cool.
popular. Show. Yeah,
Velma
that's how I
Santos,
got
right?
started. Yeah, that's a long time ago. So I started as a commercial dancer, and then by twist of fate, at the time they were looking for musical actors from the Philippines, Cameron McIntosh, for the German production of Miss Saigon, and I got in.
Oh,
So basically, that's sort of I started my musical career here in Europe, and I thought it was only a one-off thing, but somehow in the middle of my contract in Miss Saigon, I got cast for the original production of Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, also in Germany.
God,
So I stayed for
my
yeah,
hair.
yeah. And then
I,
after that, that was a time when the musical was, really booming in Germany. And then I got cast right after Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat for the original production of Beauty and the Beast in Germany. So I stayed on, and then before I know it, I did Cats, Starlight Express, Jesus Christ Superstar, West Side Story, and because I was staying already a long time in Germany, I was able to get a German citizenship, which paved the way for me to be able to work everywhere in Europe, and particularly the West End in London.
I
So I did
know.
Mary Poppins in London, and just recently I did the revival, Western revival of Miss Saigon, which was also telecast and also shown in the cinemas with the 25th anniversary. Yeah, so it's
Oh
been
my
quite a
goodness.
ride.
Yes. Wow. Just listening to everything that you just mentioned, I just felt a lot of goosebumps because there's so much passion. Just you saying all these names, and I can just imagine all of these plays and all of the highs that you had. So, okay, let's have a look at this because I have a few questions that I wanted to ask you. Um, what does it take for you to prepare, you know, with like your vocal exercises, remembering your lines and the choreography? What do you do?
Well, personally, of course, you have to take care of your first of all your health, so your voice, and make sure that you have enough rest, you sleep well, also your diet, and as a musical actor, because we have to sing, dance, act, and basically your whole body is your instrument. So you just have to take care of yourself. Because of Corona, it was really tough for everyone. So I had to do like when the gyms, when all the fitness centers were shut, I had to make sure that I do my own exercise at home, and then I try to run, jog, which is really good for singers, also for stamina. And sort of like dancing wise, I don't do a lot of that anymore because I'm 52 already. It's sort of like I still dance a little bit, but I try to concentrate mostly on singing and acting. But basically, as an actor, as a performer, you really have to take care first and foremost of your health, your body, because that's your instrument. And before singing, you have to vocalize, and before dancing, you need to do some stretches. It's also because to prevent injuries.
Right, right. So, um, did it affect you during the pandemic? How the plays and all the shows, it went into a standstill. How long were you, you know, kind of
Oh yeah, we
waiting?
were very much affected. I will have to say, we're kind of lucky in some ways here in Germany compared to like all my friends in London or New York. It's
Yeah.
just a different system. Because in Germany, because of the system, we get some sort of like financial support,
Uh-huh.
from the government. But like for me personally, I was really affected. Like I've got 3 shows canceled. Um, just recently, actually now I should be playing in cabaret in Chemnitz, which is a city in the eastern part of Germany. And the show was done. We've rehearsed it.
Wow.
We tried to open it, but because of the lockdowns, we couldn't open because we're not allowed to have audience. So
Right.
basically, I got an email sometime in June that the show is canceled. And prior to that, I was also supposed to do Chicago, which was also got canceled because of Corona. So basically, I lost 3 jobs last year.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's tough, it's sad, but that's the way it is.
Yeah. I mean,
And some ways lucky because like I was able to do Jesus Christ Superstar in Switzerland. There are a lot of colleagues of mine here in Germany and London, they have not worked for more than a year. Some of them like 18 months. So it's tough, but it's just really, we're in the midst of a global problem, and we just have to make them,
yeah,
thinking positive and
exactly.
hoping everything will be, back to normal.
Exactly. It's the same here in the US. I mean, like Los Angeles just started opening up, with regards to the entertainment
Yep.
industry. Yeah. So I'm really happy for that.
Broadway
Yeah.
just opened up. Yeah, I think Broadway just opened last week.
Yes. Yes.
Broadway's back, but it
I
was more
know.
than a year.
I know. It's like my heart's right there. Okay, so let's talk about all of these songs that you've done for your shows. Would you like to share some? I know you're so tired, but I would love to hear you sing.
Oh, well, I don't know the vocal quality because of Zoom. Well, let's see. I could sing maybe something what's quite popular, like something from Jesus Christ Superstar.
Yeah.
It's not really my solo. I did Jesus Christ, but way back, a long time ago.
Okay.
And let me see something like maybe from the Apostle. And I think this is quite popular. The Last Supper, like. Look at all my trials and tribulations, sinking in a gentle pool of wine. Don't disturb me now, I can see the answers. Till this evening is this morning, life is fine. Always thought that I'd be an apostle. Knew that I would make it if I try. Then when we retire, we can write the gospel so they'll still talk about us when we've died.
Wow, so beautiful. Thank you for sharing that song. Oh, yes. Yeah. So, you've mentioned that you were in the U.S., and you have family here. You want to say hi to them?
So I just want to say hi, especially to my parents who I haven't seen since February last year. It's really ironic because the last time I saw them, I celebrated my 52nd birthday in America a week later. And then a week after, when we flew back to Germany, that's when the lockdown happened. So I haven't seen my parents for more than a year now. So I'm saying hi to them and also to my sisters and all the relatives there, my aunts and uncles.
Wow, thank you. Okay, so before we go to our 10 fun questions, what advice would you like to give anyone who would like to, break into the industry you're in?
Oh, it's a really tough industry. All I can say is work hard, be kind, because especially in this industry, this industry is a special industry. It's like a village. Everyone knows everybody or from somebody, and words, they go around. They know exactly if a person, an actor, is difficult to work with. So be kind, be respectful, and of course you have to work hard. This business is a tough business, and you have to love it. You have to be passionate about it. I know people who've tried but didn't manage to land a job. And if you don't have that persistence, that drive, you constantly have to work on your craft. But of course, some people are fortunate because some people are just more gifted and talent. But like I said, talent and gift are not enough. It's really also your attitude and working. The way you treat your co-workers and your colleagues is very important. Like I said, this industry is very small. It's like a village. Everyone knows everybody. So words do go around. And if a casting director or a director, a choreographer hears something, oh, that person, that actor is difficult to work with, then that would make it difficult for a person, for an actor to land a job. So just be kind, you know, just be respectful of everyone. And like I said, when I say everyone, crew, stage door, dressers, makeup, yeah.
Yes, that's wonderful. That really shows your true nature. You are a very kind person. Yeah, thank you so much. And we'll be right back with, you're welcome. And we'll be right back with more of Romeo. And we will have the 10 fun questions in a little bit. Okay, so we are back right here on Vilma, live in LA, and our featured guest is Romeo Salazar, who is an accomplished stage actor and just an amazing person. So we are gonna give him the 10 fun questions. Okay, Romeo. So here we are. Everybody loves this. Other than performing, what is your most favorite thing to do? That you like to do?
Traveling.
Mm,
Love
yeah.
traveling. I'm passionate about traveling.
Okay.
And also, yeah,
I'm sorry. And also what?
gardening.
Yes. Yes. I love to do those two things too. Gardening is like, it just brings you a lot of peace. And actually, just sharing with you, you like avocado?
Yes, I do.
You know
I
what
love
I've done to
avocado.
the avocado pits? I've actually planted them in soil and I've got them growing like tiny
Oh,
little
that's good. Well, you're
avocados.
lucky because you live in California, right? Because of
Yeah.
the weather. I'm trying now. I mean, I might have. I don't know if it's gonna work. It's the first time. It's funny you mentioned avocado because I have a greenhouse. I have a conservatory
Yeah.
at home because we live in the country, and somehow I like what you did. Experimented and planted the avocado pit, and now it's grown to a small plant.
Ah,
And of course we have a proper winter in Germany. It gets as cold as -20.
my.
Sometimes the coldest is -28. So of course there's no way it's going to survive outside. So now hopefully I'm hoping that we will have a mild winter and the avocado plant would survive this winter. We will see next year.
Yeah, we'll check up with you. Okay. And what about your favorite food?
Oh my God, definitely Filipino and Thai food. Yeah,
Yeah.
those are my two. Absolutely. Of course, the third is, of course, Italian, which is basically everyone loves Italian. Who
Yeah.
doesn't like pizza and pasta? But my absolute favorite, where I'm really Filipino at heart. Like I love sinigang, uh, what do you call this? The kare kare and uh, nilaga and totang talong. Those are the things.
Wow.
Unfortunately, yeah, my family, my dad is a really good cook, and my sister. So whenever I go to the States, funny, I fly to the States to be able to enjoy these things. There's only one. It's funny you were mentioning this because just the other day we were there. Really need to go. Whenever I'm in Berlin, I
Yeah.
always visit this. It's called Pinoy, and the lady is from Bulacan.
Oh,
So
wow. So she must
and
know
she
everybody
there's
that goes there because you really have to make a trip just to go there, right?
just to go there, yeah. And it's funny because you meet a lot of it's like being in the Philippines. Just when we were there, someone was celebrating. So basically, part of the restaurant was like for a private party,
Yeah.
and it's you can see loads of Filipinos, and it's like being in the Philippines again because all you can hear is Tagalog. Everyone's speaking
Wow.
in
Wow.
Tagalog and also Karaoke. karaoke going on.
Love it, love it. Okay, so another fun question. Since you love to travel, what's your most favorite place?
Oh, that's gonna be a tough one because there are, there's so many amazing places. I had a good fortune of being able to really travel around the world, also because of
Yeah,
my job. But I could say that these cities that I'm gonna mention are like really left an impression on me. One is Cape Town, amazing, one of the most beautiful cities in the world.
yeah.
It's just because Cape Town has everything. It has the mountain, it has the ocean, it's just amazing. And Mykonos, I just love Mykonos
Uh,
in Greece, and El Nido. El Nido, I've got to say, El Nido is one of the most beautiful islands in the world. I mean, it's up there. I've been to Seychelles, Maldives, but El Nido is really, I have to say, the Philippines is so blessed, to be honest.
I've actually never been to El Nido, so that should be on my list. Mykonos is on my list, and of course, like you said, Cape Town. I haven't been to that part, that part of the world. On my list because
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, how many languages do you speak? I know you speak.
Well, I would say three and a half ish. I mean, speak German, English, and Tagalog, and I speak a little bit of Spanish because we were a Spanish colony, and from both my grandfather and grandmother's side are half Spanish. So, and I used to converse in Spanish, but because I hardly use it,
Yeah.
and it's such a shame. Because whenever I go to Barcelona and Madrid, I could understand. It's just hard to, I can do the basic sentences like "Cómo estás? Muy bien, gracias." But
Yeah.
I
Uh,
wouldn't say I'm fluent. Yeah.
well, that's perfect. I speak three as well. So, but yeah, I love that. Okay, so totally off left field. Your favorite cartoon character?
Favorite cartoon character. So many again. Well, definitely, of course. I used to love Batman, Superman,
Uh-huh.
Wonder Woman.
Oh, well, those are nice. I love those too. Yeah. Um,
Friends, that's
okay, so what's your favorite dance move?
I don't know. To be honest,
It's okay.
'cause it's funny. I mean,
I'm just making you laugh and smile, and I can feel our audience viewers kind of smiling too.
I don't think I have any.
Okay, it's all good. It's all good.
I was,
Like,
I,
like,
you know, I love all styles.
yes, this one's nice. What was your funniest moment that you can remember growing up?
Times. Well, this one time, okay, this always sticks in my mind. So one time I was auditioning.
Yeah.
That was in Hamburg. And, basically, I just got out of an audition, and then I was walking. I didn't realize, because dancers, when you go to a dance audition, so you've got
Right.
all your stuff, change of clothing, blah blah blah. So I was walking on the street in Hamburg, and all of a sudden there's this young guy, really good looking young guy, and he was telling me in German, "Hey, hello, hello," like, "Hey, hello, you lost this," and he was holding on my underwear. So basically, I was walking jet all the time. I didn't even realize that
Yeah.
my underwear fell off my bag. So this good teenager boy running after me and telling me in German, "Hey, you lost this," and he was holding it up. I think it's a good thing. It's also a dark one. It's a black one. Can you imagine? Because I have some like really outrageous underwears. Like I have a pink one and one with cartoon characters and blah blah blah, or even have some like like really skimpy ones. So it's a good thing it was a neutral boxers and it's black. And it's still embarrassing. It was this boy running in the street. And the funny thing is, it also happened when caught me. I was in front of this like cafe and bistro with people sitting there, and of course they sort of like heard this guy running after me, holding my underwear up. "Hey, you lost this."
It's
So I
almost
think it's quite embarrassing.
it's almost like a scene in a movie. That's a perfect
Yes.
scene in a movie. Wow. Okay. love most about where you live?
Where I live, well, it's very green. There's a lot of architecture.
Uh-huh.
The quality of life is really high. I'm also for a person. I love arts. There's a lot of museum,
Yeah.
uh, and also where I live in Dusseldorf. We live in an area because Dusseldorf is a city in Germany where most of the Japanese and Korean expats live, or people who are we have the biggest Japanese community. So we basically live. Our flat is in this town called Little Tokyo. So
Oh,
the best ramen and sushi. So it's all about the doorstep. I get out of my flat and I get all of them. And I'm also a big Korean food fan. I love bibimbap and kimchi.
wow.
Yes, life
Good.
is really hard. And
Yeah.
shopping. Although I try not to shop anymore. When you get to a certain, I can't shop anymore. I've got so much clothes. I've got so much stuff at home. I'm at this point actually sort of like downsizing.
Yes, yes. That's nice that you share that. Okay, so who is your most inspirational person?
Most inspirational person. I
Yes.
mean, I met really in person, or someone that maybe
Anybody that has inspired you. It doesn't have to be anyone that you know personally. It can be somebody iconic, but someone that has really made an impact in your life.
well, someone that I sort of like the world knows, but unfortunately didn't have the privilege of meeting in person. I mostly just read about her, and so it's like we all know Mother Teresa. I think that's really quite inspiring. That selfless love. That's quite inspiring. This being selfless, just being there for people, and that's really quite inspiring. For someone I met uh, personally, there's so many, but one person, for example, that quite inspiring for me. Um, in the musical theater world, he is kind of famous, and he's also because he's a Tony Hardy, and it happens to be a good friend. His name is Gavin Creel. So Gavin Creel he won the Tonys, the Best Supporting Actor, with Bette Midler in this revival of Hello Dolly, and he was also the original lead star of the Book of Mormons in the West End. So he won the Olivier Awards as Best Actor. And I got the huge pleasure of working with him when I was doing Mary Poppins. Gavin is such an inspiration because Gavin Creel has it all. He can sing, he can dance, the most talented person I've ever met, yet also the kindest person. Like he would treat everybody, as in everybody, from stage door, somebody, security, wardrobe. He's just really the nicest and genuine. When I say nice, genuinely nice. It's not something like an act or something showbiz. He's just really genuinely a nice and kind person. So I think that's quite inspiring for somebody who's actually, who's so talented, who's so loved, who's got everything going for him, is good looking. In fact, we have this like, what's wrong with you? There's got to be something wrong with you. And I think that's inspiring and humbling.
Yes.
It inspires you if you see somebody in our, who people adore, who people admire. And when you see somebody like that who's so humble, who's so kind to everyone, and I think that's quite inspiring.
Yes. It's beautiful. Thank you. And okay, so what's your favorite quote?
Oh, carpe diem,
Okay.
seize the day. Yeah,
See.
definitely. It's
Yes.
because, like I said, life is just like that. It's when you come to think of it, life is really short, and carpe diem, seize the day. Just be the best person, the best anything that you can do, so as long as you're alive. Because, excuse me, the moment you're not here anymore, everything stops, and it's such a short. When you come to think of it, life is really short. We are such only on such on borrowed times. Our time on Earth is really really short, and I think. For me personally, my goal is just to make the most out of it.
I believe that.
Get
Yeah, the other
well,
day I made this because I collect stones from the beach. So this one is "Every Day is a Good Day." I don't know if you can see that.
Oh yeah, I
And,
can see it.
and today, this one is "Today is Best Day Ever."
Yeah.
So
The first
I,
day of life is today.
yes, I always look at that every day. Yes. And finally, give us one word that best describes you.
Me? Oh God, one word. Crazy.
What's that?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think I'm quite a crazy person because I'm just like I mean I was totally growing up, and also before I moved to Germany, to Europe. I was a totally different person. I just you just come to a point, but I've always been, I think, my personality, even growing up, I've always been very different. So another thing, maybe crazy, but sort of like, I think, maverick. I've always been nonconformist. Yeah.
I'm the same,
Yeah.
kind of the same. I don't conform to the norm.
Yeah.
I break my own barriers because basically there are no barriers. It's just they're invisible, right?
Yeah, but this, how sometimes it takes a lot of courage, and you know how it is the easiest way is just to go with the flow, and especially if you are born. I was born in a very Catholic country, quite conservative, and being Catholic, even especially in the Philippines, it's not like here in some families or in Scandinavia. When you're born into a family who's Catholic, the child has no choice. You become a Catholic, even if you could later on you realize, is this really something for me? And it's also the psyche. When you're also in Asia, I'm just not just talking about the Philippines. Asian people, the Asian culture, all this tradition and respect. And growing up, I had a tough time because I've always known that I was different. Even I've got two sisters. They're all and my cousin. I've always been just different from the family, and I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing. It's just different. I've always been. That's why I think. That's why I told you earlier why Berlin is my favorite city. Like when you come to a place, you realize, oh my God, this is home. This is my soul. My soul belongs here, and that's what I felt. When I've always been very different. My personality, even at the time, I studied in also an all boys school, Catholic school in San Beda. I was raised very Catholic. Even up to now, my parents, my father, they
Yeah.
go they go 3 times a week in the States, in the church.
Yeah.
But I've always been very different. I mean, I do respect, I'm the tradition, but I've always been very like at the time. I remember whenever it was Good Friday, hold this superstition. Growing up, always bothered me because I said, "Oh, God is dead," and my you're not allowed to play music, and they said, "Oh, you're not allowed to take a shower because God is dead." So of course, in my young inquisitive mind and also very quite rebellious, does God die? Does he dies every year? You know, you know,
And
yeah, I've always been very, I was quite actually cheeky as a child, but I've always been very inquisitive, and I was quite rebellious because, like, for me, somehow it was like a game. That's why I say crazy because sometimes the more it's like a dare. Like, what will happen if they tell me like, oh, don't do that because it's quite, because how Filipinos are, they're quite superstitious. And that's not always that it used to do my head in. That's always bothered me. And the more they tell me, oh, that's bad luck, and then I would surf like out of rebellion would do exactly. So,
that, that. So you're a crazy maverick. I love it. I love it. Well, thank you so much, Romeo, for being on our show. You're such a beautiful person. This is why I love asking, these 10 fun questions like from out of the blue, because it really, you dig deep and it really shows how beautiful of a person you are. So thank you so much.
well, thank you very much for having me. It's my pleasure.
Yes, wonderful, and more success to you. And would love to. Can you give us one more song? Are you okay?
Um, the thing now is that my mind is now in German because I wanted to sing this song, which I really like, but I used to
Yeah.
sing this for weddings. It's actually the Phil Collins song
Okay.
that he composed. I'm thinking if I could remember the text in English, like you'll be in my heart. Yes, you'll be in my heart from this day on now and forevermore. Oh, you'll be in my heart. You'll be in my heart Oh, you know.
Wow, thank you so much. I love you. Thank you.
So much, Vilma. My pleasure.
And I'm going to be giving you a song in a little bit. Wise men say only fools rush in, for I can't help And we've got our shows on the GFN channel, so check them out.
GFN Global Filipino Network.
Giving you all the shows now on the GFN channel. Coming up, save the date. It's an event October 3 in San Bruno. This is celebrating Pinoy street food, kantahan, at iba pa from 12 noon to 5 p.m. So, see you guys there. Here's my social media. Here is my music. And thank you so much, everybody, for being with me here on VILMA Live in LA. As always, it's been such a great time with you. Thank you to Jayme Woj for dropping by. And also thank you to our guest artist, our featured artist, Romeo Salazar, right there in Germany. Lovely, lovely person. So thank you so much. Thank you to all of you for being with me, for chatting away, for just making it one of the best shows ever. And from my heart to yours, I'm giving you a Hawaii